Hi everybody, I'm Kate Richburg with the Beaducation Video Response Team. And I bet you're wondering, what is this Beaducation Video Response Team? Well, today I'm in front of the camera and Laura's behind the camera.
Hey!
And we're going to use the Beaducation Video Response Team as a vehicle to answer customers' questions directly on film. Now, you may have watched some of our free classes and paid classes and all of our great things. We do those in our studio, but these are a little more off the cuff. So we're here in our Beaducation laboratories. We have all of these terrific tools.
Fun.
Right there. We have our work area, and I'm going to walk over to the table here and answer a question for you.
Hey, Kate.
Hey, Laura.
What happens when you get your design stamps? How do you take care of them?
What an excellent question. And we actually receive this question pretty often from our customers, so we thought this would be a great one to answer. So your Beaducation, your design stamps and letter sets that you get from Beaducation come in 3 different forms. And right now, I'm actually going to focus on the letter sets, and that's what comes in these 3 different types. Now we have our Beaducation Originals that are perfect right out of the box, and you don't need to really worry too much about these pieces rusting. These guys are going to last you a good long time. But we carry a few other letter sets that need a little more love and care, and I want to show you how to do that so you can really have years and years of use out of your letter sets. So the letter sets here, I'm going to open these up. These are USA made. They're fabulous. They come in a little wooden box, and they also have the extra added bonus that the lid could be used as an extra design stamp holder. But when you get these guys, they're going to be covered with a little bit of sawdust from the wooden box, and they're going to be covered, you can see it's coming off on my fingers, with a little bit of oil. Now that oil is on there so that they travel nicely, so that they don't get rusted. So when you get these, you don't want to wash them off with water. All you want to do is you want to get just a paper towel or a soft cloth and just wipe them off. And what I'll do is I'll wipe them off, and then I'll just go ahead and transfer them into the lid here. Then once I've done all of that, I'll kind of shake out and wipe off this bottom portion here, and then return everybody into their little home, and then they'll be all ready for you to stamp with. Now, the other thing about these particular stamps, or a lot of the design stamps that we carry, is that they're not marked with which letter they are. And if you're like me, I can't see a darn thing anymore, so I sometimes miss-stamp my letters. On the Beaducation Originals, it's awesome. We have the letter engraved right here on the side, but on most of the other letter sets that we carry, there is no letter on there. These USA high quality ones, however, do have a nice little area to hold your thumb, so you know that the letter is facing the right way if you put your thumb on that little mark. But what I do to make sure that I'm getting the right letter is, you can see here's one of our letter sets, or letter stamps. And I painted it with some nail polish, and this is the letter L. So I'll just use my Sharpie marker right here, and I'm going to mark an L right on there. This pen has been sitting open, so it would be ready for me to do it perfectly, but of course it's dried a little bit. There we go. So you can see there's my L. So I know when it goes and lives in its little holder, I'll be able to just grab it out, and I know if the L is facing me and my finger's on that mark, I'm going to be good to go. Now we also have some other letter sets that come in these little blue boxes, which are terrific, but you know, I can never keep the stamps in the little blue boxes all together. So that's when a design stamp holder comes into play for me. And I'll just go ahead and I'll line everybody up. And you can see this is a brand new batch. It does have a little bit of that oil on it. And so just lightly wipe it off, no big deal. That oil is actually going to keep these from rusting later on down the road. So you just place all of these guys in, and then you're ready to go. The last tip I want to give you is one that, maybe you've had your design stamps a while, and especially if you live in a climate that's especially humid or near a large body of water, sometimes these steel design stamps have a tendency to rust. Just because they're rusted doesn't mean that you need to throw them away. They just need a little bit of time at the design stamp or the letter stamp spa, okay? And the spa treatment of choice is this WD-40. And all you need to do, and then you want to work in a well-ventilated area when you're doing this, I just spray a little bit of WD-40 right into a container that I can then just keep for that purpose. And I'm going to roll my design stamp around in it. And I'm going to get some steel wool here, just kind of a medium grit of steel wool. I'm going to get a little bit of that WD-40 on there as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and wipe that up. That lubricates the stamp. I'm going to dry it off here and wipe the residue off.
Is this when we should wash them in soap and water?
No, we never wash them, Laura, in soap and water.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
Yes, the WD-40 takes the place of soap and water. And you can see there's still some dark spots on here, but there's no rust. So it's going to last you a good long time. So I recommend doing this at least once a year. A little bit of spa treatment for those guys. And that's what I've got for you here. So if you guys have any questions, you can always email those to CS, which stands for customer service.
That's me.
That's Laura. It's going to go right to Laura. CS@beeducation.com. And who knows, your question may appear in a Beeducation video response team video. Thanks so much, you guys. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome. Thanks, Laura.